Live and direct from the control tower. It's your power, music and talk radio station. Paradise 105.5 FM Calabar. Number 1 in the south of Nigeria.
It's Paradise Sunrise right here in the city of Calabar on 105.5 FM CRBC. Yes. Well, Cross River State is toeing towards a direction that we all seem to love. People appreciate that. You know, the government of the day is veering away from the regular or popular oil and gas and, you know, all of those things that have been the thing that, you know, seem to be the money spinner. And we're veering our direction, our binoculars, our sunglasses, our eyes and minds towards agriculture. Of course, what better way to, you know, make the world or Cross River State better than to improve on what we have been given, what we've been blessed by God. So today on the program, I have the pleasure of a very important personality. Yes, I say so because in this area, in this environment, he is a key player. Well, he's going to be talking with us on agro-industrialization, agriculture, way forward, and all of the little things you need to know. He's none other than, he is a farmer, he is an engineer, an agri-engineer, a teacher, because I mean, if you meet him, you've got to learn something. He must teach you something. You just have to learn. He's none other than engineer Mfon Taiwo Essien. Top of the morning to you.
Good morning, man. Good morning, listeners.
Thank you for joining. Well, sometimes I've been meaning to ask, why the Taiwo? How did it get in there?
I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
Yes. My father, Taiwo. My mother, Southwest. My wife, Southeast.
Wow, a complete Nigerian man.
In Kano, Bauchi, and other places. So that's why I have to put Taiwo. Taiwo, by the way, is what is called God-given name.
Okay.
That's the name the Yorubas give to the first of the twins.
Oh.
So Taiwo means To Ayewo, taste the word and see. In their mythology, they said the twins had a meeting and say, oh, this place is becoming uncomfortable.
Okay.
Where we are going to, we don't know whether it's good or bad. So you go and taste and see. If it's good, stay there. If it's bad, come back.
Come back and let me know.
So I came to taste and
Okay.
I found it was good. And so they called me Tao Ayewo, which is Taiwo.
Okay, that's interesting. You know, I said it earlier, you must learn something, like I have learned something. That means that you are a twin.
Yeah.
Good to know, good to know.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's delve right into the topic of the day, the great scoop. We know that Cross River State is making a big stride towards agriculture. What would be your candid opinion about this brave new world we are going into?
I must start by commending His Excellency, the Governor, for the bold initiatives he has been making. I'm more excited because I know that apart from legislative experience and duties, he is also a farmer.
Yeah.
And he had been doing some of these things even before he came into public, limelight. So I'm so excited. And I want to continue to encourage him because they're taking the right steps.
Yeah.
At the same time, I'm happy that they have been able to make some contacts to bring in a lot of investments into the sector. Everybody knows that agriculture is the main thing. And in Cross River, from what I read through and all the reports, about 43% of the revenue of the state comes from there. And about 70% of our people are involved in agriculture. Unfortunately, at subsistence level.
Yeah.
That means it's not commercialized and it's not something that you can use to really feed yourself and get money out of it.
Yeah.
So I'm praying that all these things will come to fruition and we will be able to move from subsistence agriculture to commercial agriculture. Not necessarily government. What I would want government to do as farmer is, one, give us the right incentives, conducive environments for us to be able to operate. Because agriculture, government can give you a push, but in the long run, if you want it to be profitable and sustainable, you must get the individuals to take ownership. The second thing I want to mention is that while we think of big, big projects, there is a book that was written long ago. The title is Small is Beautiful. When you see all that is happening in Japan and what they are doing, for the average Toyota car that you see on the road, there are hundreds of small industries that have contributed to make that Toyota. Somebody is supplying bolts and nuts. Somebody is supplying the fabric. Somebody is supplying the plastic components. We always think too big. But I think if we want these things to move, we should get the whole value chain properly managed. The next one, people may not understand, but I am speaking because I love our country. We must depoliticize agriculture. I'm not saying that should not be politics, but agriculture is so risky that by the time you put politics in it, in fact, it will be money down the drain. And so we must deliberately get sound professionals, those who know what they are talking about, those who are not concerned with, next power and next position. All they are concerned is what? Productivity, production, profitability, sustainability. The other thing that I would like to mention is the fact that there is a lot of agricultural theft, insecurity, far beyond this herdsmen and farmers thing. For example, my farm at Apabuyo, they harvested all my cassava. Because it's relatively big and it starts round. So each time I go, I just drive round, I see the ones by the roadside, I'm very excited. So when I felt it was ready, I say, go and harvest.
It's time for a harvest.
We went in there, everything inside gone. The cassava roots, the stems, everything. Even my greenhouse here, this group of people we call iron condemn. I think they condemn a lot of the iron. They vandalized my farm, removed all the pump, removed the fence, removed the tanks, and at the end of the day, I just went to the farm. Even my greenhouse. So this is the insecurity that we are facing. And even if you have plantain at the back of your house, in fact, it has happened to me several times. My banana and plantain, we just wake up in the morning. Somebody has helped himself. Well, I don't mind if that helps the person to be able
survive,
to live.
you know.
But these are the things that concern farmers. You find that somebody had a palm plantation, planted about, let's say, 2,000. By the time it was harvest time, people had helped themselves and harvested 2/3. Who are these people? I'm not saying that government should give us security, but maybe because of the hunger in the land. So agricultural theft is a major issue, and it has discouraged many people. But this notwithstanding, it's not all about government. We as individuals, we can do something. We can produce a lot. Cross River State is rich. In fact, to me, there is hardly anything about crop that you cannot get in Cross River. When you look at our mangrove, you look at our rainforest, look at our savanna, then you look at the ranch. You can grow wheat there and so many other things. So we need to open our eyes to opportunities that God has given us. Thank you.
Indeed, in fact, I think we'll still talk about agricultural theft. Now, we talked about subsistence agriculture, that is seemingly the basis where we are operating now, even though the government is doing something to improve on that. I'd like you to share with us on the concept of entrepreneurial agriculture. Give us a brief on it.
Entrepreneurial agriculture, we are talking now of trying to make it like a business, trying to make it commercial. When I talk to a number of young people about agricultural entrepreneurship, the first thing they tell me, I'm looking for capital. I'm looking for capital.
It's always the first thing with a business.
No, it's not the first thing.
Okay.
In my own priority, it's number 4.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
The first thing, as far as I'm concerned, is you have a passion and a vision.
Okay.
Even the scripture says, where there is no vision, the people perish.
Yeah.
Even if I give you the money you are looking for, because you have no vision, you have no plan, you have no goal, that money will go down the drain. And it has happened. Okay. Kuso International came into this state, empowered 12,000 youths, gave some of them grant. As of today, how many of them are still in that business? So first thing, do you have a passion for agriculture? You don't need to have passion for everything.
Yeah.
You know, and you have a vision. Then you have a goal. Agriculture has so many wide areas. Crop, cash crop, food crop, livestock, so many things. So you have your goal and you write your goal down. Then you must have the knowledge and the skills. Agriculture is not able-bodied man. We have passed that age of hoes and cutlasses. The economy of the world today is knowledge-driven, but knowledge is not enough.
Okay.
I had some coppers on my farm. That person had BSc Animal Science. And so we have been doing crops. I say, hey, lady, tomorrow is your day. We are bringing our day-old chicks and we're going to do everything. I was shocked. She told me, I have never seen or raised a day-old chick in my life. BSc Animal Science.
Okay.
Maybe knowledge is there, but no skills.
Theoretical, yes.
The world today is looking at skills.
Exactly.
Skills. And how do you get skill? You must humble yourself to go to those who know, who have practiced, whether they are literate or illiterate.
Yeah.
And when you get that one done, then when you have gotten these three, then we can talk of capital. We know that our money is not going down the drain. Our money is going to do what? Into that goal you have set.
Yeah.
You have the skill, you have the knowledge. Because the most important thing in any business at all is what? Management.
Okay.
And how do you get management? And everything rises and falls in business based on management. That's why you must get a vision. You see, when you have a goal and a vision, you will be driven. Even if things are not going right, that thing will push you on and push you on. In my experience, if I didn't have the vision, there was a time that I lost more than 1,000 layers or pullets at 16 months, no, 16 weeks. If not because I had a vision and a commitment and the right attitude, that was enough for me to say, call it off.
Yeah.
So it's important for us to have that passion, that vision, that commitment, the right attitude. Agriculture is not quick money program. It's an investment. It's not trading where you go to Aba in the morning, you come in the evening, people are in your house, they pick whatever you are doing. You have to invest. Even the vegetables we are talking about, it takes about 2-3 months to get it out. So people must have that mindset. But when you get involved and you are steady, it gives you steady income.
Yeah.
And whether you like it or not, 200 million people, they must work.
Of course, mine must work.
And that means we have a big market.
Yeah.
Not only that, there is opportunity for export. You don't need to think of export until you have a very big thing. I know so many young people now who are packaging and processing. And they are sending them to people in what? In UK, in US.
Yeah.
They don't even go through all the gamut. And they are making money. They are making dollars. And Cross River, we are blessed. 9 months of the year, we have water.
Yeah.
We have rain. We have good land. Oh my God, what are we waiting for?
Okay, yeah, we are indeed very blessed with all of the things that we need to, thrive agriculture-wise. And you said something earlier. I'd like to go right back there, talking about young people and passion. Now, agriculture, like you have rightly said, is not something, or farming, is not something any young person would wake up one day and say, okay, Dad, Mom, I want to be a farmer. Like you said, it takes a lot and it takes passion. Now, do you think we have young people who are ready to get their hands dirty, get into the farm and work until they get to that point where they are making good money? And if not, how can we, encourage them to get in?
Many young people are into it and they are making money.
At the moment.
In fact, I had a program with 2 people last week and I came with a lady, a young girl. She is a PSC holder. She is into hairdressing. She's into fashion designing. But her first love is agriculture.
Beautiful.
And she's doing it. And there are many other people, young. There is a guy who came to my farm as a copper. Today, is making millions because it's into greenhouse and greenhouse consulting in Port Harcourt and Lagos. Because people must eat and it has market. I have a friend who retired in federal agency and he decided to go into greenhouse to produce pepper. He is making not less than 20 million every month from pepper.
Interesting.
You see, our people are thinking short term. What we need to do is to reorientate the mindset of our young people. It's not about, they will not come and use machete, harrow, and all what. No. We must make it a little bit, as Obasanjo used to say, make it glamorous to attract the young people.
Yeah.
And that's why I talked about give them conducive environment. Once the market is there, that's the other thing I did not mention when I was talking of priorities.
Yeah.
You want to go into a business, your first thing to do is look at the market. Is the market there? What do those people want? Because you must do market-driven production, not just produce because you want to produce.
Yeah.
So once the market is there, and that's a lot of work you do, you'll be very happy with yourself. When I talk about conducive environment, for example, all the roads bringing things to Calabar, for example, they're very bad. Before, people would bring my beds from Ibadan straight to Calabar. Now, what do? They dump it in Uyo. I have to take care of it. Whereas the man in Ibadan, when they hatch that day, under 2 hours, his beds are in the farm, happy, producing. For us, it will take 24 hours. No food, no water, all stress, bad road to bring it here. And when they dump in Uyo, sometimes from Uyo to here might take another 6 hours. And these are already stressed. So, and we must see what we can do. Part of what I'm happy to say the state government is trying to get another airport. Let it be part of that airport should be for cargo.
Okay.
So that a lot of this, because agricultural things are perishable.
Yeah.
And young people cannot afford to have losses. No. We must reduce all of those things. So when we give the good environment, our people are hardworking. If we have 70% doing subsistence agriculture, with small incentive, they would transform into commercial.
Yeah.
But when the incentives are not there, we don't need to throw money at problems. Let's throw knowledge, skill at problems. And these young people will keep. They are very digital.
Yeah.
Very, very digital. In fact, like the lady I mentioned, she stays here, and before you know, in 3 or 4 days, she has ordered all the things we need and get it going. So let us encourage the young people. Let us depoliticize. Let us put them at the center of attraction. Not to give all these facilities, all the grants, all the loans, give it to politicians who now come and trickle it down. Go directly to help these young people. Get them bonded. Encourage them. Help them get the markets. And I'm sure all of us will be happy for it.
Sure. We look forward to a future like that, actually. Okay, now, in a brief moment, I'd like you to give us an expert advice on sustaining agricultural innovations and practice for the long haul.
Well, we are lucky that we have University of Calabar. We are lucky we have University of Cross River State. They're all involved in agriculture. We have College of Agric and so many other places. I want to plead with the government, with the university, and all those, even private sector people, to please focus on getting our training institutions to be what they're supposed to be. I'm sad that agricultural faculty has been there. I'm not sure they have a greenhouse. In fact, that's one of the basic minimal things you talk about. That is protected agriculture, because as we are blessed with a lot of water, a lot of land, so we are blessed with a lot of insects that are attacking.
Exactly.
And we need, so I'm going, the university is talking of training people. The university I mentioned about the girl who had PSC, it's not from here.
Okay.
It's from Southwest. And University of Agriculture Technology. Somebody has not seen anything called day-old chicks.
Day-old chick probably never has seen a greenhouse as well.
They never saw. So this is where we must start from. I mean, it's good to go up there, but I believe that things must evolve.
Yeah.
So little by little, on the campus, even not just university, secondary school. When I was in secondary school, I had a small farm. They gave us a small plot.
Yeah, that used to happen.
And they were inspecting it. And we were harvesting things from there.
Yeah.
So why can't we get back to the old school? Innovation is good, but you can only innovate when you know the basics. Exactly. If you don't know the basics, what are you innovating? So we must see it big, but start it small. And we should start from the primary school, from the secondary school. Then you go to university. Then our people's minds are open and they have a vision, they have an idea. So it's important. And the digital thing we are talking about, we can apply it.
Okay.
So I don't want us to begin to think of innovation as one big thing far up there. No, it starts from the mind. Yeah. And we start from our schools. If every school will have a farm, it will be great. Okay. If university will have, it will be great. And of course, the university lecturers themselves, you must make sure all those people who are lecturing, they are not just lecturing, let them be practical farmers. Okay. So that when they are talking, the children can understand and people can follow. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. Honestly, I still have a lot I'd like you to share, but our time is seriously against us and we work seriously with time. But thank you so much, Engineer Mfon, Taiwo, Essien. It's been an awesome short time of discourse this morning, and like I said earlier, indeed you're a teacher and we have learned something today. I do hope in the future, in the near future, we'll have a robust time to discuss on this topic and many others that are still pending. Thank you so much for your time, and I do hope you have a blessed day.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And thank you, our listeners. Okay. God bless you.
Live and direct from the control tower, it's your power, music and talk radio station. Paradise 105.5 FM Calabar. #1 in the south of Nigeria.